Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you. Today has been a full day and a fulfilling day. We'll wait for somebody to come on. When you come on, tell me if you can hear me. These earpods. Sister Barbara Jackson is watching. Can you hear me, Sister Barbara? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Jamie, Africa, God bless you. Thank you for being on. If y'all could hear me, give me okay. All right, good. I take it those hearts is that you can hear me. All right, I know there's a little delay. So I'm leaving the studio and stopped and got me a little gas. And I was having a discussion, and I really had to pull over because I was talking to some of my close friends, like family, my brothers and sisters is what I call them, about, this whole thing with COVID and being sheltered in place and, all of that stuff that comes with that. And as I was responding back to the text, I thought about how the Lord has been giving me just some practical things to do. And when I say the Lord has been giving me that, please don't take that in the context of just being super duper spiritual and always, quote unquote, as some would say, on my face before God. And not that that doesn't happen, but these are just things I think God allowed me to do and experience just based upon how he knows I'm wired, which is what, Bishop? That I have a tendency to get bored with stuff fast. I'm kind of the spontaneous cat, like to do things well, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as that's managed. And there may be somebody else you like that. You sitting still bother you. You can't do that too long. Some people don't have a problem with that at all, but you're one of those persons like me, spontaneity, extemporaneous stuff kind of really gets you going. And for us, staying at home and just, being stuck to a routine can be problematic. And so we were talking back and forth, and what came to my mind is some things that the Lord has given me, and I want to share them with you, and they're free, which means, you can take it, use it, if it makes sense to you. One of the things I talked about last week in Temple Time, and I think it's crucial for us to understand, that if we're going to make it during this COVID, if we're going to really live in this kind of environment in which we find ourselves in, we cannot, and this is the point I made last week, we have to stop concentrating on what we can't do. Because as long as you and I think about, you and I think about what we can't do, y'all, we'll stay miserable. It can feed depression, frustrate you, irritate you. If all you think about is the stuff that you can't do and the stuff you used to do. So stop thinking about what you can't do and start thinking about what you can. Sun was out today. I had an opportunity this week to get, drop the top and enjoy some of the sunshine. Well, that's what I can do. I can't ride with nobody like I would want to, right? So don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can. There are some things you can do. Focus on what you can do. And no, you're not going to forget. Let me talk to my real churchy people. We can't have church like we once did. Even if we went back today, we couldn't have it like we once did, hugging and all that kind of stuff. And we won't forget that, and we'll get back to it. But if you focus on that, you're going to think you can't hear God. You're going to think you can't feel God. You're going to think you're not walking with God. When in actuality, the only thing that has happened is that God now has opportunities to teach you how he can reveal himself, how you can walk with him in new ways, using new dynamics. That's focusing on what you can do. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can. But then the other thing that I've learned is that, and I'm going to say it like my little brother Jay Red said it. Jay said, big bro, he has made it comfortable for us to create. Do you realize how much time you have to think about stuff that you haven't thought about prior to COVID? This is comfort zone for creativity. You can be as creative as you need to be. Creative. Some of you all who are watching me, and I'm not, God knows I ain't judging you because y'all, I've been there. I'm telling you the stuff I've learned. I listen to me. Your mind is really what the battle's for. Joyce Meyer wrote a book, The Battle for the Mind. That's really what the mind, that's really where the battle is, y'all. And what the devil's trying to constantly do is that he's trying to take control of your mind. And what they got to do with creativity? Because you have the opportunity, I have the opportunity to either think about stuff that we can come up with, dreams we have, ideas, thoughts about business, about writing, and I'm going to make an announcement to you all too. Be as creative. You can allow the Holy Spirit to use your mind and be creative, or you can allow the enemy to use your mind and make you give you all kind of assumptions. There's somebody who's watching me right now, or gonna watch. You can scroll somebody's page on Facebook, and if they say something, you swear they're talking about you. Oh, come on, I know I ain't lying. Y'all ain't gonna, I know I'm telling the truth. Or don't let it be nobody that you haven't talked to in a while, and the last time y'all talked, y'all had some word. The devil can get our minds all messed up. And listen, with the downtime we have, okay, thank you, Mom. Lord just brought my mama's words to me. Mama said, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. But a creative mind, ooh, man, come on. Holy Spirit get to working. And you can make some things happen. Focus on what you can do. And be as creative as you want to be with that. Focus on what you can do and be extremely creative with it. I share with I'll say to those who are pastoring, you're in ministry. Man, be creative. Be creative. A lot of pastors are recording their services and then airing them on Sunday. That means pastor get to watch church just like you watch church. So all of y'all at church together. And everybody's being ministered to. Because come on, pastors, we got to hear what we preaching. And sometimes food tastes different when you have to eat what you serving. And that's an opportunity to do that. Do what you can and be as creative as you can. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Who say you can't have fun? And you don't have to be illegal. You don't have to be immoral, and you don't have to be ignorant, and you can have fun. Some of you all, and I don't want to go too far into this, but some of you guys handcuff yourself because you still tied to the image. You're so image conscious. You want people to respect an image and not real. And I ain't talking about living wild and foolish and crazy. Y'all know I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you are so convinced you got to be a certain way before people that you can't even enjoy your life and be creative. Be as creative as you need to be. I've chose to take a room in the house and every week try to do something different in terms of be an arrangement. I'm gonna move the chair. I don't know. I just went and got some flowers. I'm gonna put in a vase, old vase I found. Now that ain't what I ain't never done no stuff like that. But I'm trying to be creative because it's something I can do. I'm not, and listen to me careful. If there are people you can go around, I ain't talking about having no big parties. Don't go and tell that lie. I'm not talking about that. But if you've got people you can maybe FaceTime or do some Zoom calls, you can be as creative as you need to be, as you want to be. And this stuff is like, you ain't got to have a whole lot of money. Today at 7:30, we're going to come on with Straight Talk on our Facebook page. We were getting ready to record it, and then EP says, Doc, there's an app on your phone, and some of you know this. He said, there's an app on your phone that you can get, and you can have, we can have the services, we could record each other live and throw it on Facebook. And I said, is that the same as Zoom call? He said, no, something totally different. So you got all of those kind of things that you can do in this season and in this moment. Be as creative as you can. I wanted to share that with you all. Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. Don't worry about, and be as creative as you can. And then here's the other thing. This is the third one. I like to give you 3 points. Here's the third one. And I don't know if I was coming up the hill, so I don't know if I lost some people or not. But I'll try to replay it and see how it works. But the third thing that I think is so crucial, and this may just be a life lesson, and that is, don't internalize the criticism when you being creative, doing what you can do. Do not internalize the criticism when you're being creative with what you can do. Sometimes, you don't do all you can do. You don't do what you can do because you're worrying about what people say about what you do. Be mature, be respectful, but nobody said you got to be predictable. That's why I just want to come on and tell y'all. That's all. I'm going to move the pillars around. But do what you can. Do what you can. Be creative in it. And don't worry about the criticism that comes. Because it's going to come. You're doing something perhaps you've never done before. Taking on a new hobby or something that, people going to think is odd and strange. Don't worry about that. Handle your business. All right? Y'all take care of yourselves. And remember, you're alive. You're important. By God's grace, you're changing. Peace.